But I just want to introduce everyone to Lisa. Hi.
So excited to have Lisa here.
You are here for a few weeks, just seeing how things go. Joining us here on Midday Kentucky, of course, Doug High's wife is
his better half.
His better half, everyone. He's probably better half.
I don't know if I'm the better half, but I am half of that relationship. But thanks for having
to the
me.
show.
Thank you.
I'm looking
Thanks for
forward
having
to
me.
seeing what you bring to the table.
Awesome.
And
Can't wait.
see your opinions, because we are strongly opinionated.
We are very opinionated, and Lisa's got some strong opinions
I have
too.
a few opinions out there. But
Okay.
I'm excited. I can't wait. Thank
How
you
long
for
have
having
you been in Kentucky for?
me. I have been here since, what, 1999.
Really?
So, yeah, almost 18 years now. So.
And Doug, of course, if you don't know at home, Doug, our morning news anchor, is being deployed to Afghanistan. Is that correct?
Yes, he is.
And
yes,
will be away for 7 months. And you're going to be a single mum, basically.
I am.
You have two boys, Lisa.
I have two boys, Jackson, who's 12 years old, and Harrison, who's 7.
Yes.
And they're in school, and they're doing great. And we are just, trying to get the game plan for the household, how to run the household while he's gone. We're trying to get that under control right now. So
wonderful.
We're getting that all planned out, and we're sure going to miss him. I'm very proud of him, and I'm.
Well, we
I'm
thank him
excited.
for his
all are.
service
We're all
as well.
so proud of Doug.
And Katie's taken over the whole morning shows on her own.
I mean, I want Doug back. Can you come to the morning too?
I don't know if Doug said I don't get up that early, so.
Oh, I got you.
But I could probably roll out of bed for that.
All right.
Hey, we're going to kick off the show right now.
Okay.
And you ready?
I am
Throw
so
you
ready.
right into the fire,
Yes,
Lisa.
Thanks for having
All
me.
right. Well, beginning a new relationship is an exciting thing, but can be very scary when using dating apps, because you can easily become a victim of love imposters. Now, these imposters aren't looking for love, but financial gain. Now, love imposters are highly skilled in knowing what you like and telling you what you want to hear. Now, once they lure you in, they gain valuable insight into your personal life. Your profile picture alone can give away more detail than you want, like the background, your economic status, and the course, the way you look. Here's the thing. Here's the conversation.
Okay.
I wanted to give you that because there are issues right now when it comes to dating apps, and I've always been a big believer in them. Now, these are the warning signs of an imposter. Too good to be true. What are your thoughts, ladies, on dating apps? You're married,
Right,
Lisa.
absolutely.
Now, what are your thoughts when you see some of your girlfriends that you may be on dating apps?
Well, I do have some friends actually who are on these dating apps, and it's scary. You have to be careful of who you're reaching out to, and it's it's all just very much out there and a mystery at first, and it's kind of exciting at first, but it's also very scary for them too. And a lot of times, at least my female friends that are on the dating apps, I don't know any male friends that are on them.
Yeah.
Female friends, they're looking for a long-term relationship. They're looking for love, and I hate to see anybody be duped on one of these on one of these dating sites. I think it's awful.
And I think the younger ones are looking for what they class as hookups.
But I think people want relationships too. But
of course, but
I would
more
say,
so in the older generation.
True, but I have a little bit of a different opinion with these dating apps and love imposters. I think you can easily find that at the grocery store. Someone that just wants you for money. You could find that at the bar. You could find that anywhere. So I think meeting someone online, I don't think it's likely you're going to find someone that's an imposter, but you can find someone pretending to be someone else anywhere, or someone that wants to use you just for your looks or your money, where I feel online, but it's like what you said, it's scary what you can find out about someone. You can take their picture, put it in line, know all their information about them.
Exactly.
Maybe a little more, though, than if you met someone at the grocery store, they ask you to dinner, and you meet them out. Well, you don't have all that information to Google them.
Well, that's
and
true.
run a background check.
Well, here's really interesting. Too good to be true is the first one that we brought up. Imposters are really skilled at telling you exactly what you want to hear. In reality, normal relationships develop over time, so be wary of your new love interest who wants to move to be closer to you within a week. Interesting. Watch out for inconsistencies is number 2. Imposters are clever, but they can start to slip up if you notice inaccuracies in what they tell you. Try to pay attention. This is really interesting as well. Number 3, keeping the spotlight on you. A good listener who asks a lot of questions is great in theory, but if you're dating someone who reveals nothing about themselves but wants to know everything about you, consider a potential red flag. Here's the thing. I think about this as well, and I've thought, you know, there are people out there that maybe not have had a relationship for many years.
Yeah.
Okay, and does meet someone on a dating site. All of a sudden, your heart is racing. Someone's showing you attention. Someone is sending you lovely messages.
Which is awesome.
Which is beautiful.
That's wonderful.
Agree?
Yeah.
And you could get carried away. I'm 50-50 on the whole dating apps. I think they have their time and the place. Interesting though, ones like Match.com where you actually have to pay to be on there.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's a different
yeah, I mean, I have a
ball of
lot
fish.
of friends married from
Or is it
dating
kettle of
apps. My
fish?
dad got married in October
But
to a
was
woman
he on
he met on
Match.com
eHarmony.
or eHarmony? That's
A woman
another
he met
one
on
that
eHarmony.
you pay
And
for.
I don't think they could possibly have found a better match for each other, and there's no way they would have met, you know, without that app. But I think, like you said, some of these that you pay for, people are really looking for love, and their intentions, I think, seem to be more pure.
Hey, tell us what you think. Head over to Midday Kentucky Facebook page and tell us if you've had a good or a bad experience. We'd love to hear all about it. A story that sort of touched me last week, and then it sort of developed going out through the week, and it's something that we all wanted to talk about. It was a couple of young kids with Down syndrome over in England.
Yeah, this story
really
took a little bit of a twist. So a man here with Down syndrome was with his girlfriend. And let's start with, there was a little bit of societal outrage over this. This cute couple, they were at a youth center. This was over in the UK. So from what I read, this is similar to maybe a YMCA here.
Yes,
They're at this youth center. And they shared a kiss, and they were told to stop kissing, that it was inappropriate, and there was a lot of backlash online, people that were attacking them more because they had Down syndrome and didn't feel that that was appropriate interaction at this youth center. You can also say, to the flip side, maybe no one should be kissing at the youth center. But this couple, they're so sweet. So they were on a show in the UK talking about the discrimination that they had felt over their love together at this youth center. And while they're on the show, the guy gets down on one knee and proposes. So it was a sweet ending to the story. It was just melting our hearts all over the internet. So we had to share that with you. We have the video of the proposal.
I think it's really interesting, something we brought up in our meeting that we talked about, you know, were they told to stop kissing because they had Down syndrome, and that it was an outrage as such, or was it because it was a youth centre?
See, and that's the issue, right?
That's the kicker.
I think that's the kicker.
And so it depends if that is a policy for the entire workplace and the youth center, then then they need to follow the rules just like everybody else. I have a special needs child. I know that I want him to follow the rules just like everybody else, no matter where we're at. So it's very important, I think, that we do that. But I mean, if they were truly just not wanting to see that in their center, and there's no real policy for that, then yeah, you're looking at discrimination on that.
Yeah, I think that maybe, I agree with what you said, Lisa, that probably you don't want to see anyone kissing at a youth center. However, I think with this situation, maybe it just wasn't dealt with delicately. Like maybe always enforce the same rules, but maybe a little more delicate.
Right.
Like it could have been, so that at least those kids, or the young couple, didn't feel like they were discriminated against. So maybe it was more the feeling than the action itself.
I think we're right. I think it's, you know, let's look at the better side and try not to think it was just.
But what a
because
sweet
it's
ending.
so
I love
sweet.
that, and now they're engaged.
Hey, very
great.
quickly, I want to touch on something. You were talking about a healthy gut, and this is something that your kids have suffered with as well.
Yes.
And so what are you talking about here?
Okay, so I found this story about having a healthy gut. 5 tips that you can use to keep your gut healthy in order to help with your energy level, with depression, with all of that. My son Jackson has autism, and I had done some research where they actually said that if you change the diet, reduce gluten possibly, reduce casein, that it can actually help reduce his symptoms of autism. So I tried it, and I did this probably about 7 years ago, and we really did see a difference.
So what are the tips?
And so the tips that we're looking at is you have to stay hydrated. That's the biggest part. You have to drink lots of water. And also it helps to, if you're not drinking enough water, you're not getting the hydration replenished in your body that you lose overnight. Start off first thing in the morning with a large glass of water. Also, you need to get moving, got to exercise. That helps to keep the bacteria in the gut balanced in your body. Also, eat correctly. I know this is hard for everybody, including me, including
it's
everybody.
interesting what you said, though, reducing the gluten. That's
Yes.
interesting for
yes.
the symptoms.
It definitely, food, I mean, it's you know, it's the gateway to the body. Our gut is the gateway to the body. Also, abdominal massages. I thought this was interesting, rubbing and stimulating the muscles in the abdomen. Also, sleeping tight. And if you're sleep deprived, you're likely to choose unhealthy foods to try to give you a boost.
Oh, interesting. I love those tips, Lisa.
Oh, well, thank you. Now we've just got to live by them.
We're
That's
also
what we
going to
do.
put that all up on our Facebook page because
Yes.
I think that, Lisa, is really good information because also not everyone can have a gluten-free diet.
Right.
Right.
Hey, we've been talking about our Solid Blue Drive and we're going to toss it over to Tom, who is over at, where are we at again?
At Jack Kane Ford
Thank you,
in
my
Versailles.
friend. I'm glad. Tom, I think it is fantastic. I hope you're having so much fun out there. What's going on, buddy?
Well, number one, the sun's coming out a little bit. That's great. I can tell you I am sleep deprived, but I am properly hydrated. I feel good about that. As always, the fans have come out early and often. Solid Blue fans are the best anywhere. They, of course, are coming off the SEC Tournament Championship, so everybody is in a great mood. We're here at Jack Kane Ford in Versailles, and I always give credit to the people who come out first. And our first in line today was Jill Clark-Thompson from right here in Versailles. She said she got pressure from her 8-year-old daughter. Mom, you've got to get out and get us some Solid Blue t-shirts. So, of course, when you're a parent, you'll do whatever you can for the kids. She was first in line. She was here 2 hours early, and she made up that time and got that time to pass by doing some knitting and crocheting. I'm not kidding. She was very productive. Second in line, that was Jim and Paula Stakeland from in Lexington in their 2017 Ford Mustang, bought right here at Jack Kane Ford. I'd like to bring in Bob Kane, son of Jack Kane, one of 9 of Jack's kids. And you'll see him, of course, on his weekly show. It was my favorite on TV. We don't have to sell any cars right now, but we want to thank you for being a great host today.
Well, Tom, I'll tell you what, Jack Kane Ford is just glad to be part of the excitement and support our Kentucky Wildcats. This is amazing. People have been out here since about 9 o'clock this morning. You can see behind us all the people here for their Solid Blue t-shirts. What a great atmosphere.
And so many people who have come through. Number one, we've seen a lot of Fords, but we've seen a lot of Jack Kane Ford customers. You know everybody in this line.
Well, it really is a treat. It's like a family reunion. Our customers are like our family, and we just love spending time with them, and they're having a ball out here. Look at them. They're all smiling and saying, "Go Cats," and it's just a great atmosphere.
No question. And we thank you for helping provide that atmosphere. All the good folks at Jack Kane Ford, you've been great partners, great friends, and great supporters of the Wildcats.
Thanks, Tom, and go Cats.
All right, Bob Kane of Jack Kane Ford. Again, we're going to be here while supplies last. It's 2 shirts per vehicle, and as you know, they don't last long. We'll be checking back with you at the bottom of the hour and then again right before we leave air before 1 o'clock. But for now, from the Solid Blue drive-thru at Jack Kane Ford in Versailles, let's go back to the studio.
Well, coming up
Oh, it
after
looks like
this
so much
short
fun.
break, it does look so much
I
fun.
love it. Have you seen the t-shirts too? They're awesome.
they're
They're
awesome.
so cute.
They're cool.